No intro or anything like that. This is going to be just a video for our email group. As a heads up for anybody clicking on this, this is not going to be like a DD video. This isn't really going to be focusing on our investment plays. This is going to be a video that my goal is like 10 minutes or less. Rip the Band-Aid off, help people understand what NFTs are because they affect investments that you're holding right now and your entire future. And I'm going to very briefly explain why. This isn't hard and it's awesome. I'm a techie, have been my whole life. I still code very minimally for myself because I have to have things a certain way. So like I make a lot of my own apps just for organizing my computer and how I work with my computer. I understand what's happening. Been there my whole life, both through gaming and that economy. Because see, if you only think of and understand electronic life, then you're still perplexed by YouTubers making $500,000 a month. And that's not rare. You'd be amazed that so-and-so made $1 million overnight with some cryptocurrency. So-and-so, did you know that Minecraft was made with a few $1,000s? It's worth $500 million in sales. So there is an economy behind the scenes that if you're not a gamer, if you're not an internet minded person, then these things just seem like freak anomalies, but they're not. They're just people that understand what's happening. You, whether you do or don't understand why you're holding Loopring or why GameStop you're not holding stock in a retail video game store. That doesn't exist. Yes, that's a component, but that's like saying that Target is a candy store because they have candy at the checkout aisle. That's no longer what GameStop is. GameStop is a tech startup, just like Amazon, just like Facebook, just like Oculus Rift. Just like Tesla. It's a new technology. So let's get into it. Let's do this, okay? This is my second video. I actually deleted the first one because it's very hard for me to stay on track with this. There's so much information. And okay, so like AMC is issuing NFTs. GameStop is building an NFT marketplace. What does it mean? Why are you hearing about people selling? They're making fun of it. They're selling JPEGs for $500,000. Eminem just bought one for $500,000. Okay, why are people doing this? What they're doing is, remember back in the 1500s when they were taking wooden boats across the ocean and then finding these bodies of land and they were just like, the shit's mine now. That's what they're doing. They're laying claim to a new territory. It might be easy now for you to visualize the internet as a place. It's not a physical location, but your consciousness goes there. When you're on the internet, your mind is elsewhere. Okay? A little psychedelic, but it's true. I'm a psychology professor. Consciousness is all there is. That's all of your life experience you've ever had. Everything else, I mean, we could cut your arm off and we can put a prosthetic limb on. You're still you. I mean, we could chop you all up, but you're still you. That's consciousness. That is what's going to drive the next iteration of the internet. Do you understand that's how monumental this is? This is the birth of the internet in the 1990s. Again, the metaverse, turning the internet from a series of interconnected digital files, all interconnected, that we call the internet, the World Wide Web of interconnected computers. Just like, do you remember, some of you, all of you should, I'm not that old, damn it. You guys remember Microsoft DOS, right? When you would turn a computer on the green screen and you would have to type windows.exe to launch Windows 3.1, Win95 to launch Windows 95, and then you could set up auto executable files that would run when you boot your computer to automatically boot into Windows. Now computers, that's integrated into the circuitry of the motherboard to automatically do that, to just run right into a graphical interface. How about our phones, right? Our phones went from girls with Motorola Razors. I don't know a single guy that had a Motorola Razor. Every one of them was a girl, pink or silver, with dangly things on them. Okay, follow this analogy. The internet is dial-up phone in the 70s and 80s and into the early 90s, right? The Web 3.0 and blockchain and metaverse are whatever this is, a Note 10 or whatever, compared to those dial-up phones. Like it's infinite. You can't compare the two things because you could do so much more with this. You think differently with this because it's completely more capable. That's what we're going into. NFTs stand for non-fungible token. You can't counterfeit this. There's no faking this. 100% secure. And not like, oh, we promise we have really good antivirus and firewall software. No, like 2 + 2 must equal 4. The blockchain is a mathematical cryptography. It is an internet powered by a math equation. 2 + 2 must always equal 4. The cryptography of blockchain must always equal truth. It will always equal packets of information because it's verified across many different ledgers at the same time. All books show the exact same thing. So when one series of numbers moves from one equation to another, that's you sending your Dogecoin from Robinhood to so-and-so. Actually, no, it's not, because Robinhood doesn't let you do it. My point is that's just a math equation balancing itself, moving the X from one side of an equation to the other. It's balancing itself, but it's math. It will always be accurate. You cannot counterfeit. You can't fuck with it in any way. Okay. On that blockchain exists governance tokens. Think of that blockchain as a track with a little toy electric car that sits on it and goes around in circles. The track is the blockchain. Each one is a little bit different. You have the Ethereum blockchain, which uses cooler rails, so the thing goes faster. But then the Bitcoin blockchain is made of a solid metal, and the car never falls off the track. So they both have advantages. The cars from the Ethereum blockchain, they can't ride on the Bitcoin track, and vice versa. They can't. Ethereum allows for its little car. Okay, that's its governance token. That's Ether. Think of, that's that coin on my ship right there. Ether is what keeps the track warm. So on the Ethereum track, you can put other cars that look different than the normal little, let's call Ether a little red race car. You could put a fire truck on there as long as the pin is the same. And that's what Ethereum does better than Bitcoin. That was the next version of crypto. That was the next internet. That was when we went from AOL dial-up internet to Comcast cable modems. Huge upgrade, right? So much faster, and you could do more things. A third blockchain, cryptocurrency's third iteration is Loopring, and others. Legit. You can't see them all, but I've got a Cardano coin back there too. We're in the third wave of cryptocurrency. I'm sorry, you have to understand this before I can explain what an NFT is, but I'm almost there. Right now, to do anything on the Ethereum track, to put your car on that track, it costs a lot of electricity bill to do that. That's the problem, that it's very expensive to send files across the blockchain internet of Ethereum. That makes sense. Think of the blockchain as the internet. Like sending an email. Imagine if every time you wanted to send an email to someone on the internet, that it costs you $130. How many emails would you be sending? That's the problem with Ethereum. NFTs run on Ethereum. So when you create one, when you buy one, when you sell one, you're incurring those gas fees with every single part of that transaction. I'm going to show you how to make NFTs. They will be automatically stored on your Ethereum wallet on OpenSea, which is the marketplace that we're going to create one. But you'll see that to do anything with it, to sell it, you have to transfer it into an open marketplace wallet where it can be then, you're giving someone permission to send it out to someone else's wallet. Because remember, it's just numbers. Numbers have to be attached to a mathematical equation. No one can reach into your wallet and take something. It's just, that's not how crypto works. So you have to voluntarily send that file to someone else that they will then sell. When someone gives them money, they will send it. That's how selling is done on a market. Now you could do it directly. Like, huge shout out to Nicole, who's part of our group, accomplished trader. She's the one who put me onto OpenSea because she had created an NFT on there, and that just sent me to the site. I had no reason to look at OpenSea until then. I've been waiting for Loopring, and we're going to get to that. So what is an NFT? An NFT is anything. It's a file on the Ethereum blockchain, completely secured, where there can only be one. So that could be a song, that could be an image, that could be a file, that could be the title of a house represented digitally, and you are the guaranteed owner. If you are in possession of that NFT, you are the undisputed, unrefuted owner of that file, and there can only be one of it in existence. So right now it's being used primarily with art. Why are people paying $500,000 for an image that you can Google and get 1,000 images and just right click and save it? Because all you have is a copy. It's not about no one else being able to see the file. It's that no one can claim ownership. This is where I said, some people see what's happening before other people do, and people laugh at them. But people were laughing at us 10 years ago when I first started looking at cryptocurrency. So I'm telling you to pay attention. NFTs are anything, any file that you want to attach to the blockchain. Let me show you. My daughter, Melody, also in this group, hi Mel, drew that picture for the sequel to my book. It's a character in my book. I asked her to draw me a dog for a character named Denali in my second novel, The Kingdom at the Forge of Time 2. Not a promo. It's not finished yet. Chapter 8. She drew that, and I turned it into an NFT. While I possess the original, if I sold this NFT, someone else would have equal ownership because they have the representation of that on the blockchain. Let me show it to you. And again, this is just images, okay? Here it is. These are my 3 NFTs. I named this one Denali. I gave a description of it. These are my other 2 NFTs. That's my guitar, and that's my dog Fiona. If I wanted to, I could sell. I can transfer this. I created those NFTs. I own them. People can right-click and save that image, but all they have is a copy. Here's how you make one, but you won't be able to do anything with it because you're going to hit those gas fees. Remember, enter Loopring car that clicks onto the Ethereum car and allows you to attach your third car onto it. Makes those gas fees go from $130 for a transaction down to 3 cents. So I went online and I looked for an image of the Matrix. Okay, so now I'm going to show you exactly what GameStop is going to be able to do. We're going to do it right now together. This is awesome. All right, so check this out. Okay, I'm AMC, and I want to entice ticket sales. So I'm going to issue an NFT for the first 100,000 people to buy a ticket to see The Matrix 4. I just signed it to my wallet, which now whatever I create is associated with my Ethereum wallet. So now let me look for, there it is, The Matrix 4. I'm going to call this example NFT. I can give an external link. I can give a description. It's going to pop up. I'm telling it where to create it in my wallet and what collection I want. There's only going to one be in existence, and it's based on the Ethereum blockchain. I just created an NFT. There it is. This is an NFT. Now, right here, I could transfer that to any Ethereum wallet. So did you notice it asked how many am I making? 1. Well, if I make it 100, this is why people collect Pokemon cards. They want a limited number, a limited supply of things. They like rarity is what drives all value. But if I went to transfer that, let's say I made 100 of them for the first 100 people that bought tickets. As soon as I go to send those 100 images to all 100 wallets, I have to pay for that. And it's expensive. Loopring, I can create them all day and I can send them. It's pennies on the dollar. So what does that mean? That means when you're playing video games, let's say I'm playing World of Warcraft. I play MMOs. I have for 20 years now. I have paid tens of thousands of dollars in real life money for gold, for power leveling services. I sold something called a Thief's Knife from Final Fantasy XI. It was $1,500 on eBay. I met their character in game and I handed over the knife, and I made $1,500 real life money PayPal. There's always been an economy to games. There always will be. And when you add rarity to that, there were things in World of Warcraft. Like there was a time where the characters figured out how to spread a plague in the game that was part of a special event in a way that it was never intended to be done. And they brought the plague into the major city hubs of the game. and look it up. Look up the World of Warcraft plague. The CDC still studies that event to understand how plagues spread. For over a week, the game developers didn't know how to stop it. And it spread from player to player until it killed the entire world. If you were there for that moment in time, that historic moment to the players the millions of players who play that game, you got, let's say, a mount that it's bind on account. You had to have been there to get it. There was only the people that were there. It'll never be made again. Games do that kind of stuff all the time. Imagine being able to sell that. There's people that like to collect things. That's why they snapshotted the very first tweet, but they sold that tweet for hundreds of thousands of dollars because, yeah, you can have copies of it. You could right click, save as, you could Google it, but you don't own the one true ring. You just have a copy. That's like showing up to like a nightclub where everybody's wearing Gucci and I don't know, whatever people wear. I have no idea. Expensive shit with like bootleg, like the clothes at the flea market that like, you know, it's not real. They just silk screen that shit in the back of a van and it just says FUBU because how else is it $14.99? So NFTs have value. Okay. And I just showed you how simple it is to create one. OpenSea.io. You're going to create a wallet. I use MetaMask. Now, look, for right now, it's messy dealing with cryptocurrency. I keep in my safe. This is my Ledger Nano. Think of this as a thumb drive that is absolutely and completely secure. If you try to spend any of my cryptocurrency, you have to physically plug this into the computer that you're attempting to do it at. And this is a physical key to access my digital coin. I am my own bank. I'm in full possession of my crypto at all times. When I buy something on Coinbase, I send it to the wallets that I keep on this ledger. If you are at all involved in cryptocurrency, there is no question that you need to be using one of these. This is a vault off of the internet. Any movement to or from this requires you to be in physical possession of it. And if it breaks, there is a series of 24 words. When entered into a new one, brings it right back to your accounts. Lose this or lose the codes that I keep in this black book as a backup. Anybody that steals this black book has access to my crypto. You're asking for the freedom of being your own bank and being responsible for your own money and being in complete control of your own money, but you're also responsible for it. And there is no 800 number. There is no customer service. There is no reversing a charge. If you're going to be involved in crypto, these are all wallets, accounts, backups. This is everything. Sign up for MetaMask, write down the words that it gives you, and remember what I just told you. If you are irresponsible with this, if you enter these 24 words that you write down into any website, no website will ever ask you for those words if they're legitimate. There's no need. The only time that you will ask for those code words when you restore a wallet, period. It's 2 + 2 must equal 4. The blockchain does not need your seed words. Seed words are your wallet passwords. Those 24 random words in that sequential order simply unlock numbers on a mathematical equation. Anybody with those numbers, 2 + 2 must equal 4, has access to your money. Protect it. There's no such thing as hacks of the blockchain. There's only scams. And that's how the scams work. They want your code words because all they have to do is buy a brand new ledger off of Amazon, trick you by saying they're with tech support or they have this hot new website and all you have to do is enter your 24 words and we'll be able to provide you customer service. Once you give them those words, they just program it into a brand new ledger. That's it. They have full access to everything. Your bank account becomes theirs and all they do is transfer it out to somewhere else and nothing will stop them. So you sign up with MetaMask, you write down your words, you protect them like they are your financial future. Where now you see, hopefully, through all of my friggin' babbling, I'm sorry, guys, through all of this, I hope you understand how easy it is to create an NFT. So what are you creating NFTs of? Anything you want. Anything. Well, how do you know what has value? I don't know. You don't know what other people value. Just create. Just create. Create to own. You're building a portfolio. It's your self-expression. I know that one of you owns a business making arts and crafts, and I've seen your work. It's awesome. Take a picture of it. Own that creation in the digital form. Immortalize it on the Web 3.0 as an NFT. You don't have to sell it. You could. It's anything you want. Like when you play PlayStation, you earn trophies. They're digital emblems on your digital life. That's what NFTs are. They can be valuable. So you could be buying a plot of land in the metaverse. Well, how do you prove ownership? Attach an NFT to it. When Loop Ring rolls out, they unleash this force to businesses that right now it's cost prohibitive. We went through all that. It's cost prohibitive. How about GameStop? If I download a digital song, I can now prove that it's the one copy that I bought. It's not a copy because they'll only return that one. That's the authentic one. They allow you to buy and sell digital files, used digital files that will be cheaper. They're certified to be that one. That's the only one. And the producers get a cut automatically. GameStop gets a cut automatically. I have to stop. This will go on and on and on, and we have not covered. We've just scratched the surface. I'm trying so hard this is so exciting. What's coming. I keep making the joke, the Ready Player One is coming. I have a VR headset. I have 3. It's already here. You just haven't seen it yet. And you haven't seen augmented reality yet. You caught a glimpse of it. Remember Pokemon Go? Remember when everyone was laughing? I wasn't laughing. A lot of people weren't laughing because there was more of a come to Jesus, oh my God, moment. When you had people that don't even play games, wandering towns, looking at historic sites, battling each other in parks, and forming clans around a monument in a park, meeting there twice a week and putting together battle strategies, and other Pokemon people showing up like gang wars. As a gamer, that's amazing. You want to play Call of Duty? Show up at your park with neighborhood kids, like the ultimate game of laser tag. Metaverse is what's going to take consciousness there. All done by NFTs, all done by cryptocurrency. You're so early. That's why when I see people go, oh, Loop Rings was $2.30 and went down to $2, like, are you insane? It hasn't even begun. You're holding fire, and the ice age is over.